Sitole. I'm here to encourage you. I'm here to stir you up for your own journey, of course, as I say Vuka, which means arise. I'm planning to be here every Saturday, 6 p.m. 6 afternoon. I'll be coming up with a new message to stir you up and to help you stand up for your dreams, for your vision, for whatever that you want to achieve. Not just this year, in your lifetime. So thank you for welcoming me in your spaces, in your home, wherever you are. So I want to check before I start, what is it that you are believing God for? What is it that you want to see happening in your life? Do you have a dream? Do you have a vision? Do you have things that you've been fighting for to happen in your life? Do you have things that you want to see coming to pass in your life? Do you have things that you have tried and failed, and now you feel like giving up? You feel like it's not happening for me? Well, this show is for you, because I'm here, as I'm saying, I'm here to say Vuka. I'm here to extend my hand to say arise. I'm here to help you stand up. I'm here to give you that push. I'm here to give you the pull, actually, for you to stand and do it. It doesn't matter how difficult it looked, but I'm here to say you can do it. And give other portions to the daughters and the sons. But to Hannah, Elkanah would give 2 portions, double portion actually, because we are told that Elkanah loved Hannah so much. But still, that was not enough. Whenever Penina observes that Hannah is getting a double portion, then she would come to her, she would provoke her, she would do all those nasty things that made her to cry and feel bitter that she didn't have children. But this one time, where I want us to focus, it's in verse 9. Actually, let me start by reading verse 7. So it was year after year, when she went up to the house of the Lord, that she provoked her. Penina would provoke Hannah. Therefore she went and she wept and did not eat. So what I want us to see here before we continue is that weeping and not eating was not really helping Hannah achieve, or it was not helping her at all. But instead, I believe it was making Penina to make fun of her, and it was entertaining her in a way. Like many of us, when we are faced with different situations, things that are shouting on our eyes that you cannot do this, you don't qualify for this, you will never achieve this, and you will find thoughts, negative thoughts running in our heads that, oh my God, for me, I will never have this. Even when I look from my background, I've never achieved such a thing. Or when I check with the family history, nobody has achieved such a thing. So which means whatever I'm looking for, I will never get it. So I'm here, I want to say to you, you don't have to entertain all those negative thoughts, because it doesn't take you anywhere. It doesn't help you achieve what you want to achieve. Exactly like it happened with Hannah. Entertaining those negative thoughts and entertaining those negative comments from her rival Penina, it really entertained her. So as I'm here to say, I want to encourage you, I'm here to pull you up. So in other words, I'm here to open up your eyes that it's about time you rethink about entertaining those negative thoughts, because they are not taking you anywhere. So you can't reach your destiny, you can't reach your goals, you can't achieve your dreams when you keep on listening to those negative comments from people and those negative thoughts from your mind. And observing that current status in your life that says you cannot, because of your bank balance, you cannot because of your family background, you cannot because of how many times you've tried before, and even this time you cannot. All those things, I want to say, rethink before you entertain them. Look at your life. Where is it taking you to entertain all these things? It's high time we stop entertaining all those things. It's high time we don't focus on what is happening on the real life if we want to achieve the impossible. Showing those tantrums to the enemy, Satan, it really doesn't help. It doesn't help us in any way. And for sure, Penina got excited when she saw Hannah giving up food and crying. Actually, Hannah could do that for the rest of her life, and end up not having anything positive happening in her life. Like many of our friends, many of our family members, many of the people we know, that they are no more today, but they kept on entertaining the negative things. As a result, they went away having not fulfilled the dreams that was in their hearts, having not fulfilled what God brought them on earth for, having not fulfilled even using their talents or their gifts. They left the earth, they exited the earth, they are in the graves today, having not achieved what they were supposed to achieve because of entertaining all the negative things that are said, that were said to them. So what's happening to you, it doesn't start with you, it's happening to all of us. But at some stage, which I want to believe that at this stage, as I sit in front of you to help pull you up, at this stage, you will make up your mind that no, I will no longer entertain this. I will no longer take these negative thoughts. Now I want to focus on what God wants me to do, and I want to focus on what I want to see happening through my life and in my life. Okay, so at least, sorry about that. So at least you are alive and there's still a chance for you. So in verse 9, this is where I want us to focus at. Hannah arose. So Hannah arose after they had finished eating and drinking in Shiloh. So this one time, as we heard that whenever Penina provoked her, whenever Penina made fun of her, she would not eat and she would leave eating and go on and weep. But this time she did things differently. She sat on the table and she ate. And now after eating, this is what I want to draw our attention to. After finishing eating, the word says Hannah arose. She stood up. That's where I want to pull you to. I want you to make up your mind to stand up. Look at this. When she made up her mind to stand up, it's not because Penina hadn't said anything. It's not because things were now conducive for her to eat, finish eating and standing up. She was doing that all in pain. She still felt the pain. She still felt the discouragement. She still felt the embarrassment from Penina. But this time she responded differently. She stood up. So she arose. Actually, the NIV said Hannah stood up. That's how it put it. It says Hannah stood up. So this one time, Anna, in spite of the pain, discouragement, and being bitter, she stood up and took a certain direction. So I'm here to say to you, it's high time that you stand up and take a certain direction. You've been following all your life, or ever since you started pursuing what you are believing God for. You've been following what people are saying about your life. You've been discouraged by the discouragements that kept on being thrown to you, the discouraging words that have been spoken to you, the mindset that comes from your background. You've always been allowing that kind of language and that kind of mentality, those thoughts to discourage you. But I'm saying today, I want you to arise. I want you to pick yourself up and arise differently. The pain might still be there. The discouragement you might still be feeling. The embarrassment in your feelings might still be there. But I'm here to pull you up to for you to act differently this time around. Take a different turn this time around. Even when you feel discouraged, even when you feel bitter, even when you feel the pain, but stand up, arise, and say, I'm going to do things differently. I won't rest until this thing comes to pass in my life. I will not rest until I see this vision happening in my life. I will not receive no for an answer. You're not going to do that because things are conducive for you. You're not going to do that because nobody is speaking negative about you and about you pursuing whatever you're pursuing. You are going to do it feeling the way you feel. You are going to do it feeling the way you feel. I'm here to pull you up because what's happening, it's not starting with you. You might think nobody understands what you're going through. We all go through our own portion of discouragements, our own portion of negative thoughts that are saying you cannot do it, you cannot achieve it, it will not happen to you, nobody will come through for you, and so on. But other things, you have to do them in pain, you have to do them, and you have to arise while you are feeling the way you feel. Actually, I want to read this meaning that I got, the meaning of arise that I got from the Merriam-Webster dictionary. It says arise means to begin to occur or to exist. To begin to occur or to exist. To get up and stand up. Arise means to get up and stand up. Arise means to ascend. Arise means to originate from the source. You see, when Hannah was, the word says Hannah arose, Hannah stood up. When she stood up, she wasn't aware that she was beginning to exist. She wasn't aware that she was beginning to occur. She wasn't aware that she was beginning to ascend. She wasn't aware that she was beginning to originate from the source. And I'm here to tell you, when you arise, in spite of every way that you are feeling right now, in spite of all the turmoil that is still around you, but you look at the dream that you have, you like, no, I'm no longer going to allow the status in the family. I'm no longer going to allow just because I am divorced and I'm told because you are divorced, you don't qualify for this. Says who? So when you arise, in spite of all those tags that people are labeling you with, I'm saying that's when you begin to exist. When you choose to arise, in spite of all those things that are being said about your business, that's when you allow your business to begin to exist. Because now you are making up your mind that I will arise. It doesn't matter how many times I've started this business and it has failed. But because you are saying, I can still arise, and when I arise, then I'm ascending, because that's the meaning. When you arise, you are ascending. So when you take that decision, when you make up your mind that I am going to arise and do this thing again, and put effort on this business again, then you are allowing your business to ascend. You are giving it the opportunity to ascend, because arise means ascend. When you stand up for your family, when you stand up for your children, it doesn't matter what they have done to discourage you. But as soon as you make up your mind that I'm going to stand up for my children, you must understand that you are allowing them to begin to exist. You are allowing yourself, you are allowing your family, you are allowing your business, you are allowing your ministry to begin to exist. You are allowing your ministry to originate from the source. Hannah was not aware that is what she was doing when she stood up, when she arose from that table feeling the pain. She wasn't aware that now I'm beginning to exist. Now I'm originating from the source. And those are things that attract positive things into your life. You see, things sometimes we don't reach the level where we come to to enjoy the manifestation of our dreams, of our vision, because we are always sitting down complaining. Right now you're wearing those pajamas, you no longer want to comb your hair because the husband is leaving you, or because your children have disappointed you, because you have lost your loved one, because of this and that, and you don't give yourself a chance for the positive things to happen in your life. And I said in the beginning, this show is about to pull you up. This show is about you beginning to exist. As I'm here to say, Vuka, arise. Literally, if you are on your pajamas and on your night dress the whole day because of what happened to you, please take heed of these words. Wake up, change your posture, change your position, arise, comb your hair, wash, and dweba ishiya lakho, put those mascara, whatever, just go out, change the hairstyle, style it if you can. Actually, I said, if you can avoid cutting your hair, don't cut your hair, just go and style your hair. But of course, if you want to, it's still okay. But I'm emphasizing this afternoon is that arise. When you arise, you begin to exist. When you arise, you are standing up. When you arise, you are originating from the source. And there's no way things cannot be attracted to you. Positive things cannot be attracted to you, because when you arise, you are ascending. Actually, that's who you are. I was reminded of David when he was facing Goliath, that he said, I'm coming in the name of the Lord of hosts. He said to Goliath, you are coming with all these things, the spear and everything, but I am coming in the name of the Lord of hosts, the Lord of the armies of Israel, whom you have defied. And listen to what this woman does after arising. She went into the temple and she prayed in the temple. She went into the temple and she prayed in the temple. And let me read verse 9. Let me repeat verse 9 again. Once they had finished eating and drinking at Shiloh, Hannah stood up. Now Eli the priest was sitting on the chair by the doorpost of the Lord's house. And then in verse 10, in her deep anguish, Hannah prayed to the Lord, weeping bitterly. And verse 11, I'm just going to read how she started praying. She said, Lord Almighty. That's what reminded me of David. When she started weeping, still feeling bitter, still feeling the pain of what Penina had said, she stood up, she went into the house of the Lord, and she prayed with the same feelings that are negative, but she prayed to the Lord. And listen at how she started her prayer. The King James Version says, she said, Lord Almighty. You see, when she said Lord Almighty, the Almighty is the all-powerful, is the many-breasted one, is the one whom no foe can defeat. He is the God, the Almighty. So when she said, Lord Almighty, pouring her heart to God, she was like saying, God, you cannot fail me. You are all powerful. You heard what people are saying about me. You heard what Penina is saying about me. But now I decided to come and pray to you. And I know you are the all powerful God. You are the almighty God. The NIV says, she said, Lord of hosts, when she started praying. You know the Lord of hosts, what it means? It means the Lord, it's the Lord, the God of war. the Almighty God, the one who was called by David when she was faced with Goliath. You know, David said, you're coming with a spear, you're coming with everything, but I come in the name of the Lord of hosts, the Lord of the armies of Israel. So I'm saying to you, arise. The feelings might not change. You don't have to wait for feelings to change for you to accomplish your dream. You don't have to have the mentality change for you to arise and accomplish your dreams. Even when you feel like, oh my goodness, I've done this before and I'm now going to look like a fool if I'm doing it again. I'm saying with all those thoughts, arise, Vuka, arise so that you ascend. And after arising, she went to the temple and she prayed to God. So I want to say to you, whatever discouragements you have met with in life, they definitely not come from God. So you can still go back to God. You can still go to God and pray to God. Call him Lord Almighty. He's the all-powerful God. Call him the Lord of hosts, and she will win that battle for you. Vuka, things will not happen when you are lying down prostrate because of what has happened in your life. It's high time ukuthi uvuke uzithintithe and stand up and stand and go back to God and say, Lord, you are the Almighty God. Lord, you are the Lord of hosts. So even with this vision, I am going to accomplish. Even with this dream, I am going to reach my goal. This is the year of grace, and with grace, I know I will achieve what you wanted me to achieve, because it's not by might. You can see how I feel right now. I'm not feeling positive. I'm not feeling very happy about what's happening in my life. My feelings are just so odd, but I'm doing this. I am arising because I'm trusting your grace, because I believe in you, because I believe that because you came through for Ruhana when she was ridiculed that way, then I know you will come through for me. In verse 19 and 20, that's where we find Hannah and the family at home celebrating, and it is said that Elkanah knew the wife, and in those days Hannah conceived and gave birth to Samuel. So I'm saying to you, as soon as you stand up, regardless of how you feel, regardless of what is said about you, as soon as you make up your mind to stand up and pursue that dream and pursue that vision, not with your own might, not with your own strength, but by the Spirit of the Lord, and embracing the grace that is found in second Corinthians chapter 9 verse 8. God is able to make all grace, every favor and earthly blessing come to you in abundance. So embrace this grace, embrace this favor, embrace this earthly blessing, and pursue your dream and pursue what is in your heart. Go back and watch, go back to the garages and watch the cars if you are believing God for the cars. Get in and test drive if you can. Go back to those channels and watch the houses if you are believing God for a house. It doesn't matter how many years you've been believing God. This time you are doing it with grace, but don't sit and say, I've tried it, it has never worked, because that is not doing anything. It's not even taking you just a mile towards achieving it. But when you wake up, when you arise, then you begin to ascend. When you arise, go back and watch everything that you stopped watching because you felt like the dream is dying or the dream is dead. Go back to it, and you will marvel at what is going to happen in your life. What happened with Hannah is possible to happen with you. just believe and embrace the grace of God in your life. I'm telling you, your dream will come to pass. You will achieve your heart's desire. Your business will come to life again. It doesn't matter who left you. Your life will flourish again. It will flourish one more time. Your family will come together. Just don't give up. Arise. Go to the temple. Go to God. Call God by his name so that you start experiencing that power in your life. As I close, let me read this verse, Romans 9 verse 33, to help you, to help pull you up, to help you arise. It says, I'm reading it in the Amplified Version. It says, as it is written, behold, I am laying in Zion a stone that will make men stumble, a rock that will make them fall. But he who believes, do I have someone who believes today? Do I have someone who is ready? Are you ready to rise up today? Are you ready to arise? So it says, he who believes in him, who adheres, who trusts in and who relies in him. In other words, who don't mix him with other gods. He who believes in him shall not be put to shame nor be disappointed in his expectations. So I'm saying to you, as you believe in the words that I'm encouraging you with this today, this afternoon, you will not be put to shame nor be disappointed in your expectations. So it's a year of grace. I hope you were blessed by these words. Again, this is Lindiwe. Till we meet, just arise. Just do this favor. Arise. God bless you.